Hello everyone, my name is Andrew and this is Rogue Wrenching. Today we are talking about Snap-on tools and specifically when Snap-on tools are the right thing to buy for a professional automotive technician. So today I'm kind of talking more to the professionals and not so much the DIYers. DIYers, like, just do whatever you want, whatever works for you. If Harbor Freight works, that's great. I'm talking today to the professionals. And I just wanted to share a couple of kind of generic thoughts and then maybe talk about a couple of specifics when it comes to Snap-on tools. So the first kind of generic thought that I wanted to share with you guys is I have met a lot of technicians over the course of my career. I've known a lot of technicians. I've worked with a lot of technicians. And I will tell you that the number of like top of their game, A-level technicians, like the top guys, none of those guys have anything but name brand tool storage and primarily name brand tools. So like there is not a single top tech that I have ever met or heard of that doesn't own majority of a name brand tool. Most of these guys, it's majority Snap-on. Now, I'm a big Snap-on fan, right? I like Snap-on tools. I mean, heck, dude, I'm wearing a Snap-on t-shirt right now. Now, to be fair, I didn't buy this shirt. I bought a tool cart and it came with the shirt. Anyways, I am a big fan of Snap-on tools. I really like Snap-on tools. They work really well. They're great quality. The service is amazing. And that's kind of something I wanted to talk about is there are people in different shops that I've worked at, different places that I've been, different people that I've known that don't think that you need a Snap-on tool. Some great examples are like people like, well, Snap-on sockets break all the time. And let's be fair. Any tool that you use and you use hard and abuse, and if you're a professional technician, chances are you probably abuse your tools. Any tool that you do that with is going to break. Like there's no getting around that. It's going to break. And the question is, what does the after sale warranty look like? So what does the service look like? If you own a Harbor Freight tool, you've got to take that tool, you got to take it into Harbor Freight, and 9 times out of 10, they will only exchange a full set. So if you lost a piece of that set and you broke a different one, too bad, dude. You're out of luck. They won't warranty that at all. So little stuff like that. Home Depot's not that way. Home Depot will warranty individual items if they sell them. But I've had problems with like 12-point sockets that they don't sell outside of sets. So you run into that. But for me, where I live, is the nearest Harbor Freight or Home Depot is about a half-hour drive away. So if I break a tool from Home Depot or Harbor Freight, then I gotta spend like an hour on the road to go and warranty that tool, assuming they have it in stock. Whereas on the flip side of that, the Snap-on truck comes by my shop every Thursday at about 11 a.m. and he will service anything that I have. Now, I do want to say something now that we're in kind of a post-COVID world. Things that used to be either in stock or available, the next week, that's kind of a thing of the past. Usually you're waiting 2 to 3 weeks for just about anything that you order. But I think as the world recovers from COVID, we're going to see that kind of go away. A little bit of a side tangent there, so I apologize. But what I want to talk about is the service and the quality that you get. And there are some things that you could say are comparable quality. There are some things that Snap-on rebrands. One of the big things is tap and die sets. Tap and die sets from Snap-on have been rebranded Irwin Hansen for decades at this point. Now, when COVID happened, Irwin Hansen shut down or they had supply chain issues or whatever, and you couldn't get Snap-on tap and dies. You couldn't get them warranted. So Snap-on actually took and retooled, and they're building or have built a factory to manufacture their own tap and die sets. Now, with things that are rebranded like that, like when they were Irwin Hansen, and you can buy the Snap-on kit in a red, blow molded case that says Snap-on on it for $500-$600, or you could go buy the same thing that says it's in a blue case and says Irwin on it for about $250. It's like, why would you pay double to get a red box instead of a blue box? You know what I mean? So in cases like that, I'm a huge advocate of going direct to the manufacturer and not paying the markup for Snap-on. But there are other things like Snap-on wrenches, Snap-on ratchets that are manufactured by Snap-on in-house. They're not a sublet or a rebrand or anything like that. They're made in the U.S. with American steel. They are the best product in the world, in my opinion, specifically ratchets, wrenches, and sockets. Now, stuff breaks, stuff wears out, that's fine, but they warranty it, they stand behind it. I've never had an issue with Snap-on denying me a warranty. I've had Cornwell give me I had a Cornwell guy that would always complain about warranties and didn't like to warranty stuff. And then I've had a Matco guy that was the same way. Didn't want to warranty stuff, was always a pain. So, some of that boils down to the tool dealer that you have. But kind of the crux of the matter and what I really wanted to hit on here is that if you're a professional technician that uses tools to make a living for yourself, then the fact of the matter is you've got to buy name brand quality stuff. Now, it's not like it was 20 or 30 years ago. We have Amazon. We have access to all these other companies. So it's not that everything that you buy has to be Snap-on. In fact, if you do that, that's foolish. Like, that's just not being smart with your money. But if you're serious about this trade, if you actually want to be the best, you have to have the best tools. So keep that in mind when you're buying tools. I'm a huge fan of paying cash for tools. A lot of times your dealers are going to negotiate a little more when you're paying with cash, as in cash, not with a card up front. But either way, some dealers are really persnickety when it comes to giving you a discount or giving you sale prices when you carry a balance. Some dealers are that way, some dealers aren't. It just kind of depends on who you get. But at the end of the day, what it boils down to is if you're an automotive technician and you take this career seriously, and I think there's valid reason too. I mean, there's a huge need for technicians in our industry right now. And if you're one of those people that wants to be the best in your game, buy quality tools. Buy tools that are going to last you a lifetime. There is no reason for you to buy crap that's going to break and damage fasteners and potentially damage customers' vehicles. It's just a mess. Don't do it. Buy good quality tools. That being said, like I said, please don't go into debt to do that. It's hard to get into this industry. Tools are expensive. It's the major drawback. It's like if you go become an electrician. If let's say you want to make let's throw out a number, $60,000 a year is like where you want to get to. If you get into, an electrician, I'm spitballing here because I don't actually know. Let's say you're 4 years invested in an electrician, you're going to be making $60,000 a year. If you work hard, you're 4 years into the automotive trades, for sure you could be making $60,000 a year. For an electrician, you're going to have depending on how much you like Milwaukee, which I'm a huge Milwaukee fan, just as a side note. Electrician's going to be into tools, maybe $1,000. Your automotive technician is going to be into tools more like $20,000. So tools are expensive, and that's just kind of the fact of life here. But if you are serious about your job and you're serious about the trade and you actually care about what you're doing and putting out quality work, you're going to buy good quality tools. So that's kind of that. That's all I really have for you guys tonight. I just wanted to hop on and do a quick video and talk about tools. So if you guys are interested in tools or tool reviews or stuff like that, we do a lot of those here on the channel. This kind of, I don't even know what to call this kind of format of a video where it's just kind of like a conversation. Not really the majority of what we do. We might start doing more of those depending on how well these are received. But if you guys like this, please give it a thumbs up so that it can spread to more people. And if you want to see more videos like this, or you want to see tool reviews or anything like that, feel free to leave that in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.